Hello, welcome to the Homeowners Guide to Installing Solar Power live webinar consultation. My name is Brian. I'm going to be your host today. Very excited to be here. Talk about my favorite topic today, solar panels, solar power, solar energy. We're going to go ahead and get started in just a few seconds. Please take a moment to like us below, share our link, do everything you can to help us grow. That'll be very much greatly appreciated. All right, let's get started. What if you could fight climate change without spending money? Our goal is to show you exactly how much money you will save with solar power. I can tell you right now, you are literally losing money without solar panels on your home. How are we going to do this? We're going to create you a full personalized solar report for your home, exactly as if I were sitting at your kitchen table. If you stay to the end of the consultation today, we're also giving away the 2021 Homeowners Buyer's Guide to Solar Panels ebook. This is a fantastic reference tool. It's going to go over all the questions that a homeowner will have before moving forward with a solar panel system for their home. Here at Solar Home Appointments, we provide unbiased solar information. Our mission is to empower homeowners during the solar panel purchasing process and help you save as much money as possible with an objective solar report first for your home. No longer will solar panels be sold like used cars. Yes, a salesman will currently come into your home. He'll increase the price as much as he possibly can to inflate his commission. Our goal is to get everybody the same price for solar panels. My name is Brian. I do love solar power. I've been doing this for 4 years now, working with homeowners, going into homes. I've spoken with over 1,000 homeowners. I've been trained in roofing, HVAC, and insulation as well. If you have any questions at all on any of these topics, I'm happy to help. I got to do this because I am looking to fight climate change. I do have 3 little ones here. I'm looking to make it a better world for them 20, 30 years from now. This is one of my favorite climate change quotes here. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. We can fight climate change. Yes, we can make a difference. The little black dot on the chart on the left there is how much power all of civilization, humanity is using over the course of a year. The big orange sun is how much solar energy we have available to us. You can see more power from the sun hits the earth in a single hour than humanity will use in an entire year. The sun could actually power up to 75 trillion typical U.S. homes at any given time. There is absolutely no reason for us to be using fossil fuels to power our homes. We have the technology, we have the resources available to move forward with renewable energy. In fact, coal is going to take over 1 million years to produce. It's also going to be one of the largest producers of CO2 emissions, which is causing one of the main factors in causing climate change. After 4 years of in-home consultations, I've learned that once solar power really does work, it's basically building a mini power plant onto your roof. It's going to produce electricity that is going to run your meter backwards, saving you money off your electric bill. 2, unfortunately, there are some uneducated sales reps out there. Not every homeowner will pay the same price for the same equipment. Homeowners are trained to inflate the price as much as possible to increase the size of their commissions. They're also going to try to oversell you the number of panels you need. There's absolutely no advantage to generating 200% of your electricity needs on your roof. You just paid twice as much as you needed to up front for your system. They're also going to judge the homeowner and try to adjust the price. If you have a nice car outside, they're going to probably raise the price a little bit. They're also going to try to sell you products and equipment that you do not need. Most homeowners currently, when they purchase solar panels, they'll just do a little bit of research on the internet, set up a sales pitch from a sales professional, and they will end up overpaying for their solar panel installation. Here at Solar Home Appointments, we provide you with an objective report first. Our goal is to make sure you never overpay for your solar panels. Here's 3 important secrets each homeowner needs to know before moving forward with installing solar panels on their home. 1, solar panels are extremely reliable. 2, installing and owning solar panels is easy and fun. And 3, if you can afford your electric bill, you can afford solar panels. Secret number 1, solar panels are extremely reliable. In fact, every single piece of equipment that goes onto your home, the solar panels, the inverter, and the mounting system will all be covered by a 25-year manufacturer warranty. Everything installed in your home will be covered. SolarEdge is a fantastic inverter company. I do like working with them so much because of their excellent warranties. I was actually working with a homeowner. She received a package at her door, had absolutely no idea that her inverter had gone down. The inverter sent a signal to the home office and instantly replaced the inverter. They sent it out. She was able to have that replaced within 3 days. They got fantastic customer service, fantastic warranties. Everything does have nice long warranties for a reason. There are new moving parts in the system. It is really, really easy. It's just going to sit up there and collect sunlight. Your installation is also going to have a 30 to 40 year installation warranty that will be provided by your solar installer. Secret number 2, installing and owning solar panels is easy and fun. Yes, installers will take care of everything for you. All you're going to have to do is sign the agreement to move forward. At that point, they'll send an engineer over to your home. He will get up onto your roof, take all the measurements he needs, look at your electrical panel, use all that information to design your plans. They will show you the plans first. Once you okay the plans, they will submit them for permitting to the city. Once the city okays the permitting, it will take a few days. But once the city okays the permitting, they'll come out and install. Installation process is only a 1 to 2 day process. After that, you're going to wait for the utility company to come out and inspect the system. Once that happens, you'll be turned on and ready to go. During that entire process, you are literally not going to have to do anything. You're not going to even have to make contact with them during this COVID-19 time. And once you are installed, they are not going to make any noise up on your roof. As I mentioned, there's going to be little maintenance. Maybe spray them off with a hose every 2 years if they do get dusty, but virtually no maintenance at all. There's going to create no water pollution. Every other form of fossil fuels that creates electricity will burn a substantial amount of water as well. You're also going to have access to an online monitoring platform, so you'll be able to easily see on your phone, your computer, exactly how many kilowatt hours your home is generating, how much electricity you used yesterday, last month, last week, etc. I did have a homeowner tell me you could actually go out there on a full moon and see you will be generating kilowatt hours of electricity, which is fantastic. So during that entire process, you're going to have access to that full online monitoring platform. Secret number 3, if you can afford your electric bill, you can afford solar panels. Yes, even with zero down financing available for purchasing a solar panel system, you're still often going to find a monthly payment that is lower than what you are currently paying a month for electricity. For example, this homeowner here was paying $350 a month for their electricity bill, and we were able to find them through purchasing the solar panels with a financing payment option, a monthly payment of $187 a month. If you can afford your electric bill, you can afford solar panels. When I first got started in this, I used to think solar panels were really expensive, only for rich people. There's no way we could ever afford solar panels. However, once you realize that just about once solar panels about 2015 became cheaper, the cheapest form of electricity for powering your home, it really took off to the point where it's now below your monthly electric bill. You will be saving money, and you don't start paying that $187 a month until the day your system is turned on and installed. So you'll stop paying the $350 a month and start paying the $187 a month. Bonus secret, everyone pays for solar panels. You are losing money by not owning solar panels. Yes, if you plan on continuing to use electricity, you only have 2 choices. 1, continue to burn fossil fuels, get absolutely nothing in return except a higher bill year after year, or install a solar panel system that's going to pay for itself off in 5 to 6 years, provide you 20 years worth of free electricity on the back end, saving your home hundreds of thousands of dollars, as well as be a tangible asset for your property that's going to raise the property value. And even if you decide solar panels aren't for you and you still continue to use electricity, over the next 5 to 6 years, you're going to spend the same amount of money burning fossil fuels as if you were to install a solar panel system today. Therefore, everyone will pay for solar panels. Only some homeowners will actually install them. Here at SolarHomeAppointments.com, we have developed a self-guided solar energy consultation you can take at your own pace. No high-pressure sales tactics needed. This is a fantastic tool for you to develop your own quote. We are going to go over that in just a couple minutes. I'll do a walkthrough of how everything works for you. We're going to provide you with the knowledge to empower versus solar installer. We're going to show you how solar integrates with your home, how net metering works, how many panels you need, product recommendations, battery information, how many panels you need is very, very important. That makes sure that you never get oversold. You're never going to put too much solar on your roof. As we already mentioned, too much solar will be a waste of money. We're also going to provide you with all the spec sheets. We're going to go over all the products so you can see each panel in full details. We're going to have all that for you, as well as we'll have the PDFs of the downloadable warranties for you, the 25-year warranties that we did mention. All of that will be downloadable for you. I am not a tax professional, but you will qualify for 26% off your federal tax credit off your solar panel system. I provide all the tax forms here for you. I always recommend speaking with a tax professional before installing solar panels, so just take these forms here, bring them over to your tax professional, let them know you're thinking about installing a solar panel system. This is a fantastic idea, and you will be able to save, as long as you're earning an income, you're going to be able to save 26% off the system in the form of a federal tax credit. You are also going to get, exactly as if I were sitting at your kitchen table, I would ask all the same questions that build you the full personalized solar energy report for your home. It's going to go over your net investment, i.e. the cost of installing solar, your tax credit. We're going to have your return on investment, the 30-year savings. I provide a price range of systems similar to yours, what they've installed for in your area. We're going to show you how many panels you need. We're also going to show you the cost of doing nothing. And you're going to receive access to our exclusive installer marketplace. Our network of installers are fantastic. We pre-screen installers so you don't have to. We only work with insured, licensed, and highly rated professional. Our marketplace is developed to create competition for your quote, which will save you money. Using an online marketplace will save you 15 to 20% over using a single installer. The competition on the marketplace forces installers to drive down their prices to meet the competition if they would like to participate. We provide the quotes. We don't let them give us the quotes. We give them an extremely competitive quote for installers to match or beat. And we give you the option to speak with 1, 2, or 3 installers. No longer will 6 installers be bombarding you with all these different quotes. You will have the option to how many installers you would like to speak with. You are also going to receive the 2021 Buyer's Guide to Purchasing Solar Panels. This is a fantastic ebook for you. It's an excellent reference tool. I think it's up to 400 pages now. It goes over all our product recommendations. We're going to have all the information on the installation process. We talk about climate change in here. So you go ahead and if you have any questions, you can quickly use this as a reference tool. This is designed to be all the questions that a homeowner will ask before moving forward with installing solar panels on their home. And we are giving away a Solar Panel Pro Calculator. This is an excellent tool for engineers or anybody who's comfortable using Google Sheets. You could build your own quote, input all your own data. It's a very powerful tool. You'll be able to accurately calculate the return on your investment. I do highly recommend using this and running quotes through it just to make sure so you can accurately see how much money you're going to save over the next 30 years. We are a public benefit corporation. We are going to donate $10 to one of these 3 wonderful charities here. We are here to help. If you do move forward with one of our installers, we're going to make that $10 donation in your name. That is what you're going to receive by taking our solar panel consultation. We're going to go ahead and get started in just a minute here. We're going to provide you with the knowledge to empower versus solar installer, that full personalized solar energy PDF report for your home, as well as the access to our exclusive installer marketplace, the 2021 Buyer's Guide to Purchasing Solar Panels, the Solar Panel Pro Calculator, and we're going to donate $10 to charity. Today, everything we are offering today is 100% free. Go ahead, put your cards away. Don't worry about that. We're never going to be asking you for any money at any point. Our goal is to get you that full personalized report, and we'd love for you to speak with one of our fantastic network of installers. So let's go ahead and jump over to SolarHomeAppointments.com now. Type it in, and we can go ahead and get started with the self-guided consultation. All right. So welcome. This is solarhomeappointments.com. To get started with your self-guided virtual consultation, we'll just select this big green button here. Make it very, very easy for you. All right, tell me why you are most interested in solar panels. The first thing I like to always address with a homeowner is why. Why did you get started in this in the first place? Are you looking to fight climate change? And if so, is it because you have kids that you're looking to make the world a better place 20, 30 years from now? Are you looking to save money? Yes, installing a solar panel system will generally pay for itself off about 10 times over. On average, a homeowner is going to save well over $100,000 over the next 25 years. What would you do with an extra $100,000? Are you looking to upgrade your home? Are you switching out your gas appliances to electric? Are you remodeling? Adding a solar system at the same time will raise the property value of your home as well. It's basically installing a tangible asset that the government's currently paying 26% of. Are you looking for energy independence? Yes, the electricity grid continues to go down time and time again because of climate change. There's the more outages, the more people are starting to look for energy independence. Installing a battery system at the same time as installing solar panels is a fantastic idea. Just a forewarning, these are not going to save you as much money as possible as just installing solar panels. However, they are a fantastic emergency backup plan. If you are a commercial building owner, you will be able to depreciate 100% of the solar installation cost over the first year through accelerated depreciation. So this will save you hundreds of thousands of dollars over the next 25 years in your electricity cost, and you will still receive a federal tax credit as well. I'm going to go ahead and select Fight Climate Change here for my little ones. That's how I got started in this. Hit the Go Green button. Next most important thing I like to make sure is that every homeowner has a firm understanding of exactly what goes into their home with a solar panel system, what equipment. This also talk a little bit about how net metering works as well. So we'll go ahead and watch this video here to make sure everybody's got a firm understanding of how to get started.
Solar power is the most abundant renewable energy resource we have available on Earth. Solar-generated electricity is created by using technology field-tested and improved upon since the 19th century. When sunlight hits the modules on a solar photovoltaic, or PV, installation, the modules convert the sun's energy into electricity that can be used to power your home. Whether the electricity is being drawn from a PV installation or a utility company, your home's power performance will stay the same. The direct current, or DC power, that the installation produces is wired into an inverter. This inverter converts the DC power into an alternating current, better known as AC power. This AC power is the standard electrical current used for powering most homes, appliances, and luxuries throughout the world. The electrical current then flows from the inverter to the home's electrical service panel that feeds electricity into the household. An optional tracking meter can keep track of a home's total electrical consumption, the total output of the solar installation, and more. These tracking systems often have live display systems or online monitors, so you can track how much of your home's electricity needs are being met by your system's production and how well your system is performing at any point in time. During the day, if the solar system's production exceeds the house's electrical needs, the excess electricity is fed back into the power grid. When this occurs, you can observe the electrical meter spin backwards. Most local governments have a system of credits set in place that require utility companies to buy this excess energy back for various renewable energy standards, portfolios, and goals. In addition to reducing your electric bill, these credits can be sold to utilities. This generates revenue to pay back your cost of investment for the PV system, and eventually turn a profit. At night, or any time a household is using more electricity than a solar installation is producing, the extra energy needed to power the house is pulled from the grid, as it normally would be. When you install a solar system on a home, the only noticeable difference you'll see is on your electric bill. Investing in a PV system is a smart, sensible choice that pays for itself over time by harnessing the most abundant, free form of energy available to us today: solar power.
All right. So to go over one really important topic there, that is the net metering topic. In the summertime, your solar panel system is going to produce far more electricity than your home is using. Those additional kilowatt hours will be stored with your electricity company in the form of a net metering agreement. And in the wintertime, you are going to be, your home is going to be using more electricity than your solar system is producing. You're going to pull from those additional kilowatt hours that you produced in the summertime. We're looking to offset for 100% of your needs over the course of 12 months, or getting as close to it as possible. The electricity in your home will be measured in kilowatt hours. In order to build you an accurate proposal, it's important to know exactly how many kilowatt hours the home has used in the previous 12 months. You're able to easily access this data here by calling your electricity company, asking them how many kilowatt hours I've used in the previous 12 months. You're also welcome to go on their website. You can look it up online, or you can check your utility bill. I'll show you a little bit about how I would do it. I do work with PG&E. I go sign in, then I hit energy use details, and that'll bring me to a screen like this. And I go from bill view here to year view, and it'll pull up a month by month breakdown of how many kilowatt hours I use each month. I'm just going to scroll through and add up each month like so. It'll show me exactly what I'm spending here. So 602 kilowatt hours. So I just add up each of these numbers here. You can see that my home is using more electricity in the summer months because of an air conditioner. It does provide you with 13 months worth of data here. We do just need the first 12 months worth. So you want to add up all those kilowatt hours there. That'll give you how many kilowatt hours your home has used in the previous 12 months. Very, very easy. They make it a little bit easier to find your cost. Not sure why that'll add it up for you below there for the kilowatt hours, but they just post the cost here below. So with the 12 months cost, exactly what you've spent in electricity in the previous 12 months, as well as how many kilowatt hours of electricity you have used, will allow us to build you an incredibly accurate proposal for your home. So we're going to want to input this data here. If you do not have a full 12 months worth of data, no problem at all. You can divide by the amount of months you have and make an average. The more accurate, obviously, the data that we put into this, the more accurate your proposal is going to be. You are welcome to make a rough quote based on some assumptions if you like. That will give you a rough idea of exactly what your net investment in solar will be. I'll put in my exact data here. So 9487 kilowatt hours, and spent 1251 in electricity costs. You are also welcome to upload a photo of your electricity bill. Very helpful for a solar installer to see. Make sure that you are getting the correct number of solar panels. If you have recently purchased an electric vehicle and are now recently charging at home, oftentimes a homeowner will now start receiving a much higher electricity bill because obviously they're not paying for gas. Electric vehicles will use a substantial amount of kilowatt hours. In fact, they'll use on average about 300 kilowatt hours for every 1,000 miles you drive your car. So if we're going to be using, say, 5,000 miles in a year, here we're going to be adding in an additional 1,500 kilowatt hours here to this number here and establishing a kilowatt hour for goal for your home. We are building you a system based on your previous 12 months worth of data for your future 12 months worth of needs. So if you have added upgraded your appliances to electric, you're going to want to note that as well. If you are adding an air conditioner, you're going to want to note that as well. Those are substantial users. If you do have some older appliances, HVAC has come a long way for renewable energy. In the last 20 years, you are burning probably substantially more kilowatt hours than you need with these older units. They'll often pay for itself off in a few years to replace your HVAC at the same time. A lot of times a solar installer can do this work for you as well. So this is a good time to do it versus just adding more solar panels to your roof and trying to offset for the additional kilowatt hours being burned by the older HVAC system. So once you have all your data entered in there, go ahead and click this green go button here. Next, we'll talk about shading. It's very important to note that if you do receive full shade, you are going to need more solar panels to produce the same amount of kilowatt hours. If your home does have full sunlight, obviously you are going to need less panels, which will lower your initial investment cost to produce the same amount of kilowatt hours. Most homes will fall in this partial shade area here, so you are recommended to just select that. I'll make it very, very easy for you. You are also welcome to check on Google. They'll have on Project Sunroof. They'll tell you exactly how many hours of usable sunlight your home uses each year. So it's really easy. You just go onto Google, type in your address there. I'll show you here. Google Project Sunroof, it's called. You can put in your address and it will pump up a number here in the upper left. This home here receives 1,903 hours of usable sunlight each year. So I can take that number, say I know exactly how many hours of usable sunlight my home receives, and I'll put that number in here. That'll build a very accurate proposal for you, making sure that you never install more solar panels than you need. An installer who does not look at an accurate shade report will generally oversell you the number of panels that you're going to need for your home. It's important to put your address in here for us as well to check your trees full shading report. This will also give an installer a first look at the roof type. Besides the trees and the shading, the type of roof you have will make a substantial impact in the cost of installing solar on your home. A composite shingle roof, this is the most common roof. It's going to be a very, very easy install. There's going to be absolutely no upcharge for the installers at all. If you have one of these, you're good to go. If you do have a flat roof, they are beautiful. They are just going to have to angle the panels about 15 to 30 degrees. This is going to cost a little bit more in equipment. It's going to raise the price just a little bit. Steep roofs, so you'll have to strap in. That's a little more labor intensive for the installers. Make sure they don't fall off the roof. That raises the price a little bit. Ceramic tiles, they will break often during the installation process and have to be replaced, as well as an installer will need to be trained to walk on the roof. That'll cost a little bit extra. Cement tile roof, very, very nice roof. However, a little more difficult to drill through, to penetrate through. A ground mount system is a fantastic idea if you do have plenty of land or room on your property. However, just note that the farther away from your main electrical panel to the system, you will have to trench. The farther away it is, the more expensive it will be. Preferably, you don't want to be trenching through any concrete. If you do have a wood shake roof, these are very popular roofs in the 80s. They do generally have no decking underneath. They are fire hazards as well. You will need to upgrade your roof at the same time as installing solar. Fortunately for you, this is good since a roof is a necessary part of a solar project. You will generally be able to bundle the cost of replacing your roof at the same time as installing solar panels. Once again, I am not a tax professional. I do have the tax forms here for you. This is the instructions on here, how to use the tax form. No cost relating to a solar panel or property there as a roof will fail to qualify. I recommend printing out this form as well as the actual tax form here, bringing these to your tax professional, letting know that you're installing a bundle package with a roof and solar install, and you just want to make sure you're going to qualify for 26% off the entire package. Your electrical panel will also be an important part of that. That will be able to qualify as well. Site and engineer will come out to your roof to visit your roof before moving forward. So don't worry if you're not sure how old or whether or not your roof can handle solar. If it is permitted, they will be able to install on it. Your electrical panel here, This is what's going to hold the electricity that's pumped on from the solar panels on your roof. It's going to go into the inverter, then directly into your electrical panel and spin your meter backwards. Generally, when I go to a home, I always have to look at the electrical panel. I'm going to be looking for a 200 amp panel, generally some open breaker spots here. There has to be somewhere to install the solar system. If your panel does look something like this or like this, you're going to be good to go. There's going to be absolutely no cost. It's going to be very easy. It's a solar ready panel for the installation company. If you do have an older panel, have no fear because you can save 26%. A lot of times they will have to be upgraded, mandatory to make it legal for the installation process of solar on your home. A lot of times these older panels are fire hazards anyway. If you do have a full panel, which is common, you can also add a sub panel. If you do have enough juice and you're able to do that, you're able to add a sub panel for your home. If you have no idea what your electrical panel looks like, go ahead and hit not sure here. If you can, take a photo of it. That is an excellent idea because this is the one hidden cost in your solar panel installation process. A lot of times they won't, solar installers won't talk about this and they'll give you a bill down the line. Knowing if with a photo of your electrical panel, an installer will be able to clearly view exactly what they're getting themselves into and whether or not they're going to have to charge you for an electrical panel upgrade to move forward with installing solar on your home. So uploading a photo here is probably the most important photo we ask for. We also ask for a roofing photo as well. This one's going to be essential though. You can always see your roof from a satellite view, but a view of the electrical panel will be very, very helpful for us. So please take a moment to take a photo of that and provide the upload for us. That would be excellent. All right. And lastly, we're going to go over the different types of equipment here. These are the types of panels that we recommend. Everyone listed on this list here is a fantastic panel. It's going to work excellent for your home. We do not recommend any panels from any smaller installers. The most important feature we find to be in a solar panel is their warranty. We want to make sure each company is in business 25 years to make sure you're going to be able to install your system. These all have slight variations in performance and degradation rating here. This REC panel is the one I'm going to highly recommend to you today. It does perform at a 21.7% efficiency rating. It's also going to have the lowest degradation of all the panels. After 30 years from now, it is still going to be working at 92% of what you install it at, versus a Hyundai panel there is going to be working at 80%. But as I mentioned, all these panels here are fantastic. Hyundai is going to give you a great value as well. I'll select the REC panels. This is also going to have their warranties here, so you can download those, download them, have them to your computer just in case you ever do need them. You have a solar edge inverter or microinverter. An Enphase microinverter will go underneath each panel, make sure each one functions independently of each other. The solar edge inverter will do the same thing. It'll have a product called a power optimizer that will go underneath each panel as well, making sure each one functions independently of each other. I highly recommend the solar edge inverter because the warranties are going to be a little bit better. You'll find that the Enphase warranty doesn't quite cover every piece of equipment that is installed into your home. You want to make sure every piece of equipment will be installed and covered for the next 25 years. All right, battery storage. Everybody loves to ask about battery storage these days. This is becoming a very, very popular option, is adding a battery storage at the same time as installing solar on your home. I'll show you a little bit of here on this video on how solar batteries will function on your home on a day-to-day basis.
A new day begins in this typical household. To help cut their electricity bills, a Solar Edge PV system with battery storage has been installed. The Solar Edge monitoring dashboard provides insight into household production and consumption, showing the power flow between the PV array, battery, grid, and house loads. Real-time system data is tracked by the graph. The red curve represents the consumption. The PV production curve is green, and blue represents self-consumption. At 6 a.m., PV production is 0. The battery is drained after powering the house overnight, and the house load is currently supplied by the grid. As the sun rises, PV production starts to increase, but the grid continues to support the basic house loads. At 6:45 a.m., the household wakes up. The house loads surge as the family prepares to head out. With the increased PV production, the PV system is now able to help meet the rising consumption, together with the grid energy. At this stage, PV energy only supports house loads and does not charge the battery. It's 8 a.m. Since everyone has left the house load has dropped. PV production now greatly exceeds consumption, so there is no electricity supplied by the grid. The house is now energy independent for the first time today. The green production curve exceeds the blue self-consumption curve. In this case, the excess PV energy is used to charge the battery. The battery continues to be charged by PV throughout the morning. The house load remains low and is fully supplied by the PV energy. With PV at peak production and the battery reaching full charge, the excess energy can now be exported to the grid. At midday, the house is still energy independent. It's lunchtime, and the kids are back home from school. Even with rising house loads, the PV production is high enough to supply all loads while exporting excess energy to the grid. The battery remains 100% charged. In the afternoon, there is higher energy consumption and decreasing PV production. With PV not able to meet the house loads, the battery now begins supplying energy. After 3 p.m., clear skies give way to clouds, leading to even lower PV production. The dashboard shows the battery continuing to compensate for the reduced PV generation levels, supplying a greater share of the house loads than before. Good news! At 4 p.m., the sunny weather has returned. PV production is back to levels high enough to supply the loads, charge the battery, and even export excess energy to the grid. It is now 6 p.m, dinner time. Daylight is turning to dusk, and PV production is winding down for the day. The low PV generation isn't able to supply the high energy consumption. With demand exceeding the battery's continuous power output, the grid is used to ensure that the high energy demands are met. As the sun sets, PV production has dropped to zero. With household consumption relatively low, the battery alone is able to supply the house loads without any need for the grid. It's 10 p.m, bedtime. House loads are minimal, so the battery is able to power the house by itself until full discharge at around 4 a.m. The grid then takes over household energy supply for the rest of the night, with PV production starting again after sunrise. Another day has ended with SolarEdge's PV and storage solution helping this household optimize their self-consumption.
All right, a little look at what the Powerwall looks like. If you are going to go the battery storage direction, I do recommend the LG Chem. It's a little bit easier for installers to get. Sometimes you'll have to wait up to 6 months to a year for an installer to receive a Tesla Powerwall to install it on your home. Nobody's going to want to wait that long. Okay. Once you've filled out all your questions here, I don't recommend a battery storage system. I like saving as much money as possible. We can go ahead and select Get My Report. Just a quick note, your system will be battery ready. I do think the prices of batteries will come down substantially in the next year or so. You will be able to add a battery storage system at any time to your system. All right. Once you have that figured out, we can just hit select Get My Report here. And you'll see that this solar panel system here needs 16 solar panels, looking at 11,258 kilowatt hours produced. It's going to save the homeowner $133,000 over the next 30 years. To see all the details, this is another video on the installation process. If you would like to watch that on your own time, go ahead. It'll show you exactly how solar panels are installed on your roof. You can download your report here. Just put in your information. Once you do that, hit send my report. It'll send it over to your email. I'll show you a little bit about what the report's going to look like here. It's going to go over everything, your cost, your initial investment in your home, the cost of doing nothing, your 30-year savings. We're an unbiased solar installer. This here is going to have all the fine details, how many kilowatt hours your home is using. If you add an electric vehicle, that's going to add into the amount of kilowatt hours as well. The panels are going to produce 102% of your current needs. If you cannot cut a panel in half to get it to right to 100%, it's going to either come out right at over 100 or right below 100% of your needs. It is okay to come in right under, then you know you're going to be using all the electricity that you're generating on your home. Your utility company is not going to pay you enough money back to where it's beneficial for you to generate far more electricity than you need. Your goal is going to be to get to as close to 100% of your needs as possible. So you're looking at initial investment in the home. The cost of installing solar is $18,204. The solar federal tax credit, the 26%, you are going to receive a $4,733 tax credit on your next taxes, leaving the net investment in your home at $13,471 for electricity over the next 30 years. This will go by piece, explains a little about what each piece is. This is how you'll be able to determine the return on your investment. It'll give you the price down at the bottom. You can find out exactly how many years. This is assuming, I believe, a 7% increase in electricity costs each year. Obviously, we're not sure exactly how much it's going to go up year after year. This is based on estimations, obviously. But even if it doesn't go up, you're still going to, even if it stays the same price it is now, you're still going to spend the same amount. So it looks like this system is going to pay for itself off in about 7 years. This is the cost of doing nothing. If you continue to use electricity, you're still going to spend money to burn fossil fuels, or you can install a solar panel system. You're going to receive, what would you do with an extra $104,000 over the next 30 years? If everything looks good on your quote, you're ready to speak with one of our network of installers. Go ahead and select this button here. It will give you an opportunity to speak with one of our top-rated pre-screened installers. You'll be able to speak with 1, 2, or 3 of them. That is up to you. If you do speak with them in the first 12 minutes, we'll make you eligible for that ebook that we talked about, as well as the Solar Panel Calculator Pro. So you go ahead and select that button there. If you would like to speak to an installer, then you select your different charitable foundation that you would like to support. My wife's a teacher, so I'm going to go with Teach for America here. Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation, that is a climate change initiative, feeding America. Obviously, nobody should be hungry. It's ridiculous. All right, so that's where the donation will go when you move forward with one of our installers. Fantastic. If you still need more information from us as well, you're welcome to go over to Solar Panel University. We also provide a full blog, all our questions there. We have lots of information that can help you move forward. If you have any questions at all, please research around here. You can type it in our search bar, but we do have over 100 articles there listed on all the different questions that a homeowner will have before moving forward with solar panels. So you can please browse around here. Thank you so much for joining me. Please share our link below. Help us grow. Do everything you can. We're going to be live here on YouTube every single day, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. And we're going to be live on Facebook at 2 o'clock Monday through Friday. Or Tuesday through Thursday. So feel free to join in if you have any questions. We're happy to help. Thank you so much for joining us today. It was a pleasure to have you.